Hi there. I'm LunahBat. I am a Twitch streamer, a musician, a wife, a person, and I am chronically ill. I am a part of a lot of different groups on Facebook and Twitter and other websites full of other people who also are chronically ill. And we find that, or I've found that we're isolated. Even though we have each other, there's almost something more isolating about us only having each other. And I'm not saying that I'm alone. I have friends, I have family, I've got a wonderful life. But there's something that sets you apart from everyone else when you're chronically ill. And I don't want to cling too much to those groups. I want to connect with people outside of those groups so that not only can I feel understood, but maybe I don't know. I'm tired. I've been up for a long time. It's the morning. I don't know if you can see how bright it is, but it's morning, and I have not been to sleep yet. I am having some lovely painsomnia, as me and my fellow spoonies like to call it. I don't know what I'm talking about, but I guess if I stop for a moment to think, my original intention was that I wanted to do some videos for YouTube or whatever platform to talk about chronic illness, and I don't want to talk about it like I'm an authority on chronic illness, because then you have to be really careful about what you say and make sure that you're being accurate, and you know, people may interpret information differently. So just full disclosure right up front, this is not meant to be officially educational. This is I would like to focus on my personal experience and my observations rather than, you know, this won't be, here's what's factual about chronic illness. This is how everybody's experience is. These are the facts. That's not what I'm here to do. So right now, you might not be able to tell, but I have a really bad migraine, and moving my head even to the side makes me feel like I'm gonna throw up. Talking sound doesn't really seem to affect it much, but movement really does. And light, which is why it's mostly pretty dark. I've got one little light on by my bed. Chronic illness. I guess I figured right now during a flare would be the best time to try and do this sincerely, because I've been thinking about this for over a year, and every time I think about it, I start to write a script, or I try to think of my talking points, and there's something so forced about that to me that I never end up doing it, because I just, like I said, it feels insincere. So this is me in a really bad moment. I don't have any more of my pain medication that helps with my migraines, because my doctor's appointments are far apart and it's very hard to see my neurologist. I miss work from time to time. I miss social gatherings. I miss exercising. Sometimes I can't eat. I can't think right now. I don't know why I thought this would be a good time to record this, but I guess I just thought it'd be vulnerable. And it is, because sometimes I'm very upfront about how I feel, but I always try to be positive and say, you know, it's going to be better, it's going to be fine, or I'm used to it, this is my life, of course, this is how it's going to go, it's okay. But right now I feel terrible, and I just need to say that I feel terrible to somebody. And I was talking to my husband last night, and there's this thing that happens when you're chronically ill where you start to feel like, or you start to know that eventually people get tired of you being chronically ill and they question you all the time, or at least you become paranoid that they question you. And so every time I go through this, I debate myself as to whether or not it's real, because I worry that other people won't think it's real. And I don't know if that's a part about chronic illness that people talk about as much, at least not in my experience. And it's hard. It's really hard to be feeling such legitimate pain and talking yourself out of it because you're worried that someone else won't feel it's legitimate. I don't think there's any cohesive thought that I can put together right now. I'm probably gonna have to edit this together as part of an actual central thought. But thanks for listening. This is I'm at a 7 right now. This isn't the worst I've ever felt. But it's really bad, and it's hard to be out of medication. I love you guys.